Hello everybody, welcome back to the shop. 10 more minutes. F-18 Hornet fixing action. Okay everybody, I've been jamming. No loafing here. I got all them airlines tidied up. Man, where did they go? I don't see a one. How about you guys? Man, all them airlines, and you can't see one of them. Doggone it. You see a couple up here where they come out and go to the air cylinders, but shoot, you can't get away from that. But they're all hidden, everything's hooked up. All I gotta do now is plug in my receiver. I gotta put my switches in. I'm gonna put them in right there, using these lighted switches and AMP things. Just got to make sure that my cords are going to be long enough. I don't want to put them back here. That's going to be congested with the receiver. If I put them way up here, I'll have to put extension cords on them. We don't want to do that if we can get away with it. I think I can put these bad boys right there like so, or side by side. Probably just go side by side. We got to get them in there, so let's get her done. But I'll show you where all them airlines went to. See that? Bam! That comes right out. See, these wires will be long enough. I usually like to put a hole in here big enough to where I can put my wires under there and I could just slide my whole receiver through this board and pull it right out. But I got all this right there. I can't cram that full of wires. But there I got that brake valve. Someone asked why we wanted to use that brake valve instead of that. Myself, I use that. Okay, I don't have no trouble out of them boxes. I got mine set up on that F-16 perfect. I had it on that F4 perfect. And just not an issue. John don't like it, so he's gonna have, he had a couple of them BVM valves, so he wanted that in there. And that valve there is for these locks that lock the canopy down. We're just gonna put a couple pins in the back, and when the radio's on, you know, we can lock the canopy. And he don't want to have to stick his, because that canopy don't raise up very much. You know, it only comes up about yay high, and it's a big hassle. You know, so we opted out of putting the opening canopy on. Plus, it's just another channel, and we're running out of channels, even though it's a 12 channel. By the time I get everything mixed, he wants some lights on a channel, and man, but that's how I like to do things. I like to be able to take these boards right out, because you know, you might have to get in there and work on something, and I don't want to have to disconnect everything to take these boards out. You know, plus it helps hide everything. All I was going to do is build a little shelf down there. You know, build another little shelf for this so it don't stick up high enough to get in the way of your cockpit. Plus, you can take that board right off. But I don't know, John had a hard time adjusting that thing in his F-16, his brakes. I didn't have any issues. Got it set, forget it. But he tends to think them VVM things are a little better. I don't know. I do not know. And then I put my pressure gauges and stuff over here. They're all hooked up. That's where you fill them up with air. There's the brake side and there's the gear side. Got them mounted right there. Yeah, to get the board out, I do got to take them screws out of that too, but is nothing has to be unhooked. You know, I've seen it where you gotta take off 20 airlines to get these boards out. Bam, comes right out. And then we got and there's a shelf right there, see, and them can stay permanently hooked up on my airlines. See, and I won't ever have to take them out to work on it. Just made an extra little shelf. Bam, even screwed that on. Just glued a couple rails to the side of the fuselage. Piece of cake, piece of cake. And then everything ends up being nice and neat, man. Looks like it's missing a bunch of parts. So I like my stuff to turn out nice and neat. If I would have ran these wires, you wouldn't even see this. I'd have did them on the bottom side, on the bottom of that duct, and I really just didn't want to get into all that, stripping this down to nothing. But I would have rigged it different. But each their own, no big deal. We'll still make her look good. And now I got to put these two switches right there. There's gonna be plenty of room to run them side by side. We'll just do that. See, and I don't like using the ones that come with the kits, you know, with the holes already in it. I don't like that wood, and they always got way too many holes, and I never want to put stuff the same place they do. You know, so I always end up replacing them boards. It's not a big deal. Just make new ones and paint them. Make new ones and paint them. Nice and pretty. Drill's going dead. Can I get 2 more holes out of it? Hope so. There's 1, 2. But anyone that wants one of these ARFs put together, give me a holler, man. I'll do this stuff. I'll do it right. And I do it fast. You can have something shipped straight here. I'll put 100 of these things together, man. That's where it comes from. You know, I put so many of these together. I built for buddies and my own stuff, and you just kind of get a knack for it, you know. Well, we're running out of time, but I'm gonna get this receiver hooked up. Balcom's coming over tonight. We might have to make you a prime time episode and fire this bad boy up. I'll have a turbine in it this afternoon, ready for some flying action. So meet us back in the shop for some more F-18 fixing action. same bob time.